This news update is brought to you by...
Grab somebody and tell them hello. Your happiness will be connect to flow. Smile and cheer because that is we flow. Grab somebody and tell them hello. With your hands in the air, hands in the air, hands in the air, hands in the air. This is how we flow, yeah. Grab somebody and tell them this is how we flow.
This is the Barbados Today afternoon news update for Monday, November 23rd. Thank you for joining us. I am Marie-Claire Williams. One political scientist says the expulsion of Christchurch West MP Maria Agard from the Barbados Labour Party was a logical move. Party leader Mia Motley announced the decision last night following a meeting of the National Council in which 9 charges were laid against Dr. Agard. However, the MP, along with her attorneys Hal Gollop QC and Lynette Eastman, walked out of the meeting in protest. It is the first time a sitting MP has been expelled from a political party in Barbados, but political scientist Tennyson Joseph tells Barbados Today that given the ongoing dispute between Dr. Agard and the party, it was logical that she be expelled.
It's almost a logical expectation. A political party is an institution that is based on the management of power. So if you have a parliamentarian who is saying openly that she doesn't recognize one of the organs of the party, and basically in her previous actions have shown that she is not willing to conform to some of the attempts at reconciliation organized by the party leadership, then the proper thing that had to be done in a case like that is for the duly constituted body in the party that is responsible for looking into those affairs would have done its work and would have done what I would have said would be a logical thing, which is to expel the party member. Or, I mean, it didn't have to come to that, but obviously, based on the evidence in terms of her own willingness to conform and so forth, and I guess other things they would have seen in relation to her sense of responsibility and the general discipline of the party. It seems almost like a logical outcome.
Meanwhile, some members of the public have been having their say on the developments.
I don't believe in discipline. And if she found in water, and that was the result of the matter, I totally agree with what it is. She didn't have discipline and they found her guilty, but I agree.
Yeah, I believe the expulsion of Maria Agard is a bit unfair. The kind of charge that we brought against her, I don't think were in the best interest of the party. And I don't think the party is going to move forward properly from that encounter.
I think that things could have done better to this resort, like expelling her. I think things could have done better behind closed doors. They didn't have to bring up their linen in public.
I believe that is she willing to help others within the party and especially help with the people that don't have no jobs, especially youngsters that don't have anything, that there should be a solution.
I believe that she deserves a chance, and so far she's young and not knowing the ropes of politics. She's on a political track, and she's suffering because of that.
In other news this afternoon, the first step towards the redevelopment of the Sam Lords Castle was taken this morning when Prime Minister Frundle Stewart and other officials attended the groundbreaking ceremony for the multi-million-dollar project. Barbados Today's Emmanuel Joseph was there and filed his report.
The redevelopment of the Sam Lords Castle in St. Philip will generate about 3,000 jobs and earn the country some $150 million in foreign exchange per year. Addressing the groundbreaking ceremony for the redevelopment of the historic hotel this morning, Prime Minister Frundle Stewart said the multi-million-dollar facility, which should start construction early next year, will employ 1,000 people on completion in 2018. The Prime Minister also said that an additional 2,000 jobs will be generated in other sectors of the economy. He told those attending the ceremony which include the Chinese financiers and the cabinet ministers, that direct contribution to the gross domestic product will be about 70 million Barbados dollars. Stewart said the hotel will target summer business and will assist Barbados in its quest to become a true year-round destination. From the quiet Lord's Castle in St. Philip, Emmanuel Joseph for Barbados Today.
Minister of State in the Ministry of Education, Senator Harcourt Husbands, is calling on primary school teachers to take the lead in encouraging students to get involved in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Husbands was speaking at the opening of a primary science education workshop at the 3Ws Oval this morning. He noted that despite the poor performance in mathematics and science over the years, both in Barbados and the rest of the region, all is not lost.
It is known that the results of science and math examinations offered by the Caribbean Examinations Council are below an acceptable level. We must overcome the challenge being encountered in order to accelerate the region's development through STEM. To this end, the main area of focus must be teacher training. That's why you're here this morning. In order to address this issue, greater emphasis must be paid to providing courses not only in content knowledge, but in pedagogical areas, specifically how to teach mathematics and science.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter. That's the move for me. Stability, prosperity. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union.
In news from the region, at least one person was killed and several others wounded as opposition supporters staged violent protests in Haiti against the preliminary results of last month's legislative and first-round presidential elections. Police say the protesters erected barricades, burning tires as they took to the streets, demanding a recall of the election results. One man was shot during the protest over the weekend, which also saw police using tear gas and firing gunshots to disperse the crowds. A spokesman for the Petite des Salines party, whose presidential candidate Moise Jean-Charles came in third in the first round, has blamed the authorities for the incident. In international news, police in Belgium have arrested 21 people in anti-terror raids, but authorities say the suspected gunman in the Paris attacks remains at large. A total of 24 raids were carried out over the past 2 days as Brussels spends its third day on lockdown with the highest threat level. We get the details in this BBC report.
For the third day, a city on the highest security alert. Troops on the streets, and the government warning of multiple attacks like those in Paris. At this local town hall, an alarm has gone off. The building is quickly evacuated. It's a fire, he says, possibly a false alarm, but soldiers in combat fatigues are here to make sure. Unsettling times for locals and tourists alike.
It's not overly scary, for me at least, just because...
I find it scary. Yeah. I find it very scary. Like, I didn't really want to come here, but Brian wanted to. But I'd like to leave soon.
We feel insecurity. Just the insecurity. But we don't know how to say, we're feeling not good.
Last night, 19 police raids in Brussels and 16 arrests. 5 more raids this morning and 5 more arrests. But they didn't find the man they really want, Salah Abdeslam, who took part in the Paris attacks and could be waiting to strike again. The authorities are looking for others as well.
And that's the news. There's more on our website, www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We're on Izumi Media in bus terminals and Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also tune in to Channel 101 on Flow TV or Mix 96.9 FM for more news. I am Maricla Williams. Good afternoon.